All right, let's get a move on then. And we've got online travel agency that enables travelers to book train, flight and bus tickets via their OTA platform. Ixigo, which is the brand name. You've got the IPO, which is going to hit the street on the 10th of June. This is under the parent company, Lert Avenues Technology. You've got CEF partners as well as Peak 15, which are some of the largest shareholders in the company. Joining in right now is Aloke Bajpai. He's the chairman and managing director and group CEO. Thanks so much for taking time out, Alok. To begin with, it's a bold move to go ahead with an IPO given the current market conditions. So what exactly is it that you can tell us about the, the model of the company, the business model? Does it also include the B2B element?
Yeah, so look, Ixigo is the leading OTA for the next billion users, right? We built this company in a very unique way in a competitive market where essentially we've created our own blue ocean by going after the underserved tier 2, 3 market and using trains and buses as the entry point, built a large business where we are today also selling flights and hotels. And I think we've done this over a very long period, right? So we've been running this, for 17 plus years. Like a few days back, we completed 17 years from the time we launched. And we've seen all kinds of markets, in those 17 years. We've seen the global financial crisis, we've seen the COVID crisis and many other crises. So I think we are not basically looking at optimizing for any one day, etc. I think we are looking at saying that the time has come where, we've reached a scale and we've reached a predictability of growth. And of course, we have profitability. And that's what gives us the confidence to make this move.
And what's the plan to use the IPO proceeds then?
So I think as we have defined, most likely we are going to use a part of the proceeds for investment in technology infrastructure, which is one of our biggest strengths. Like we said, our vision is actually to create the most customer-centric company in the world by creating the best customer experience. And the way we do that is not by throwing people at problem, but by using technology and AI to solve those problems. And that's where a lot of our investments will go going forward.
Yeah, and just to add to that, we'd also be using it for working capital as we expand our business. Obviously, it requires more working capital and we'll require some part of our proceeds to go into that.
So, Alok, give us a sense as to what the overall growth strategy is. What's in terms of your guidance for FY25? What kind of profit and revenue growth are you working with? Or can you share with us your targets?
Yeah, so see, you have to understand how we built the company, right? So we started by always solving consumer pain areas or problems that customers faced. And Rajnish talked about customer experience. So we've been very obsessed about customer experience. In fact, in most of the categories, we launched as a utility app or a utility website, and over time became transactional. So we became an OTA very recently, just prior to COVID. And as we became transactional, the advantage we had was we had a very large organic user base. Right, and with transactions coming in, and then with the cross-sell, upsell engine firing, right, in terms of selling more ancillary services, as well as selling more flights, hotels, etc., to our train and bus users, we've managed to grow profitably in the last couple of years. So you see, the operating leverage has just started to play out in our business, and as we came out of COVID, and obviously the travel rebound has happened in a big way. That has helped us grow even faster, but the underlying engine of growth remains a strong focus on customer experience and the ability to build deep technology that helps to plan, manage and book your trips. And I think that's what will continue playing out, right? I cannot make any forward-looking commentary on our numbers, but you can see that we were the fastest growing OTA in India in revenue terms between FY20 to FY23. We became the second largest OTA in India by revenue, and despite the fact that it's a space with multiple players, we've managed to create our own niche and dominate that particular niche.
What is the international expansion plan? Have you got anything slated out on this front?
So we can't make any forward-looking statements about what lines of businesses we'll expand or whether we'll go international or not. All I can say is that the opportunity of the next billion users in India is fairly large, and we have enough to chew right now. And I think we are very excited about that opportunity. So we're going to go after that opportunity and start, the monetization story, as you know, it has just barely started, and the operating leverage has started to play out. So we are very excited about the next billion user opportunity, and we are trying to build very exciting products, as you have seen, using technology and AI, which are solving those problems and creating a lot of operating leverage in the business.
And what about domestic travel? How is that shaping up right now? What kind of rates are we looking at when it comes to Indian hospitality? How do you see rates trending?
See, we have to understand that India is still pretty nascent in terms of where we are in terms of per capita income being spent on travel, right? In most developing countries, as soon as you cross the $4,000 GDP per capita mark, that's when the discretionary spend into travel starts, increasing at a much faster rate than GDP growth. It started to happen in some places in our country, but in aggregate, I think the next few years, you're going to start seeing more of that play out. In fact, if you look at the market size for travel in India, it's about 3.8 lakh crores in FY23, projected to grow to 5.9 lakh crores. And OTAs, are also growing at a faster rate in that within that. So, if you look at FY23 data, 1.2 lakh crores was the OTA market size, but it's projected to grow to 2.8 lakh crores in FY28. So this will more than double. And I think the reason is that OTAs obviously offer a lot more convenience, flexibility, as well as choice, for customers. So the fact is that when you come to a platform like Ixigo or any of our other brands like Confirmed Ticket or Abhibus, you actually get a very deeply thought customer experience built not just for helping you book, but right from the time you start thinking of travel, planning your trip, to even when you're traveling, whether you need to see whether your train is running on time, or where will your bus stop be, or even checking flight schedules and flight status and delays. So we've actually built a very deep product experience, and that has helped us grow much faster than our peers.
All right, Alok, good to have you on board. Thanks for joining in. And before we wrap it up, if you're a brand that's looking to boost your presence, well, we've got good news for you. The Times Network has launched Brand Surge. It's an initiative that empowers startups to scale ahead with innovative advertising solutions. Take a look.
Attention startups. Reach 25 crore people well within your budget. Advertise on 10 TV channels in one shot. No TVC required. Brand startup pack starting from just 1 lakh rupees. Brand Surge, the special marketing starter pack for startup brands. For more details, visit our website brandsurge.co.in or write to us at brandsurge@timesgroup.com. Times Network, now or nothing.
With that, we'll wrap it up on this leg of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in to Startup Central. Do stay connected with us on suc@etnow.tv or on my Twitter handle.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.